Hello, everyone. How you doing? And you're very welcome to this episode of GAA All-Stars with myself, Aidan Raftery. And to go through all things GAA All-Stars, we have Thomas Mulry and his son Cian as well. And just to let people know that the GAA All-Stars is a section of most clubs. I suppose we'll be talking about Thomas about this in a few minutes for children with intellectual disabilities. And as I said, to tell us more, we have Thomas. Great to have you on board again, Thomas, and to give us an update. It really is a vital part, I suppose, of Cian, as I was saying there. It's been a vital part of his development as a child and that. And, it's great for, I suppose, the social aspect of it as well, and all the other skills that it helps with as well. And he's grown up very quickly as well, and he's hugely involved, a huge fan of the club as well. And yourself and Cian are go to a lot of matches. I to see at matches as well, and it's great. All that's great for him as well, interacting with other players and other members of the club as well.
Thanks, Aidan. It's great to catch up with you again. Here sitting in my kitchen with Cian. Just in relation to the All-Stars, the Roscommon All-Stars is associated with the Roscommon Gaels GAA Club here in Roscommon Town. It's been running very successfully a number of years. It originally came about when Roscommon Gaels were linked in with the club in Dublin. What they were doing, giving extra options to members, and out of that, Teresa Hessian, who was chairman at the time, called a meeting. We all met in the Hyde Centre, and that was the genesis of it. And it was a quite simple concept, and it has been running very successfully the last number of years. We run it roughly early in May for about a 6-week period. We use the community centre in the Hyde in Roscommon. We book it out for 1 hour. And we have through Ollie Morden, who's also been a very good member of the club, who's really drove this on, and he sourced an awful lot of the equipment. We've actually got grants as a result of that. So basically what we do is we fill the hall with a lot of obstacles and a football pitch at the very end, and we have a very safe environment. And we allow the children in, and the parents are asked to go for a cup of tea where they can mix with other parents. And with the help of volunteers within the club, and also in the last number of years with the assistance of the transition year students from both the convent and the CBS, we supervise the kids for that hour. It's what I find more, it really is the highlight of the year for me, both as a parent and both as a member of the club. And you can see it from the people that are attending it, that they're totally exasperated at the lack of facilities out there for their kids to attend. And I would implore and ask other clubs around the county should really look into these inclusive members to make them part of the club. A lot of our members, or a lot of the people that attend the All Stars, are actually not from the club. They're from clubs outside on the hinterland. We make no distinction of that. It's great camaraderie. It's quite. We just play simple activities, and then we have a sort of a wrap with the big flag that we play up and down, play with the music. And we have a sort of an opening night, and then at the last day, then if the weather is good, we usually get ice cream brought in via mixed ices, and we sit out the back on the grass there in the Hyde. So it's quite simple. There's been a lot of people that have helped long time through the years who've been consistently with us. Nuala Hughes, I would say, would be one of them. Ollie, I mentioned, my wife Liz, and myself. There's a good few I can't mention at the top of my name, but they have always helped. The great feedback we find out from is when the parents go in and have the cup of tea with other parents, they are made aware of other things that are out there for their kids to attend.
That's it, and it is it is vital, and it plays. It's huge for both the families and for and the kids themselves, and it's. I suppose take us through how it has grown from the very first day, like when it was very first when it was very first set up, right through to this year, because year on year, I'm sure there would have been more and more people because it's great to, I suppose, to let other clubs and other places around the county know about this. And like I said there, the vital, how it plays a key part in the kids' development and how they learn. I suppose they learn without even realizing it because they're having such fun doing it.
It has developed. We'd like to keep the numbers consistent and have been at it 10, 11, 12, and then we allow their siblings to come in and partake as well or assist. Um, it's a very safe environment. The risk of leaving or that to the family can be a challenge. So for them to let us be trustful of us to look after their children in a safe environment is huge. Um, we've gained good equipment that promotes all the balance, equilibrium, sensory, touch. We've all, down through the years, adopted different equipments to make that a benefit. And we learned that from the children themselves and from the parents. Uh, I've noticed in the last number of years, there's a lot of children coming with autistic children participating in the groups, and their parents are extremely frustrated at the lack of activities that their children can access to. And that to me can be very frustrating. So that I would like to spread that message tonight that I would explore all GA clubs to look into this going forward. I would also like to encourage Roscommon GA through cool camps to learn to promote more inclusive camps throughout the county. They did have one in Strokestown this year, I think. We made connections with Westmead Sports Partnership last year, and we met the delegate from the Leinster Council, and he was able to explain to me that the numbers of camps that were held throughout Leinster were in double digit, while I would say it wouldn't be the case in Connacht. So I would like that to be expanded, and I would think the new chairman of Roscommon, and I wish him well in his new role, Thomas, but I would like to meet him going forward and try and explore that. There could be 2 or 3 camps either into the county for 3 days. The attitude out there, I suppose, is that Special Olympics is for children with additional needs or physical or complex. And that is very much so, and it is very much a keen community, the local Special Olympics club. But I think it's awful important too that the GAA and soccer bodies and all the other LGFA, Camogie, all make an effort too to make it inclusive and not just token.
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, like for me as well, in my role, I'm actually a physio for so Arklow Kites, Arklow Red Kites mixed ability team, and that's a team for people of all abilities, Down syndrome and ADHD, autism, and all that. So that's a great development, I suppose, on the rugby side. Craig's Rugby has facilities in their club as well, which is great to see. As you know, with Rosfm, it's really an inclusion and mixed ability ethos as well. And of course, I always have a section every week on the show so that there's some item to do with inclusion and mixed ability in the show as well, and wheelchair sports and all that. And obviously, I think I was talking to you on Friday night, last Friday as well, and the show actually got a silver award in the access and inclusion category at the Crail Achievement Awards. So, but it is vital because it is good to raise awareness and give regular coverage to these things as well. So, other families that may not have known about GAA-Allstars, the Roscommon Gaels. And of course, it's important to mention that Roscommon Gaels and yourselves, you've won an award. I think it was an awards thing with TG Carr
McNamee Award.
for your
Yeah.
efforts as well. Can you tell the listeners
McNamee
a bit
Award.
about that?
Yeah, we actually Ollie Moore through. I think it was through Declan Walsh and Ollie Moore where they made a video for a fundraiser where we had won a car in TG4 and we raffled it, and they did a very good video recording. It was around the time of COVID, and as a result, then we didn't get the presentation to a number of years ago, and they did 2 or 3 in a row. But we got the McNamee Award, which is one of the top awards, and we had a very good presentation night up in Dublin in Crow Park, and it was brilliant for the club, and we still have that trophy there today.
That's it, and it must have been like a proud moment for yourself and your wife, and of course Keane there, and of course the club as well. And I suppose it's a measure of I suppose the efforts, the parents, the kids, all the volunteers, the transition year students put in, and that's that's what resulted in the award, and it's a great thing for the club and yourselves to be able to say you won that award as well. And hopefully, this will encourage other people and other kids and other parents to get involved in their local ones. And of course, I was telling you off air there that there's another one. I recently did an interview with the club, Crockwell GAA Club, and they have they have the same thing. They have a GAA-Allstars section as well. And I was talking to the two people there. If you want their names and numbers and that, just to contact them, maybe you could have a connection with them and maybe go down there, or they could come to you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It would be brilliant. It would be brilliant maybe for the kids from Roscommon Gaels, from the Roscommon Gaels GAA, for all to mix with All-Stars, to mix with them, to mix with the ones from Crockwell. I believe from Margaret as well, and that when I was talking to them, there's a number of other clubs that are doing the same thing that I might be able to get interviews with them over the next couple of months. So that would be great as well. And it just goes to show you that it is kind of slow. I suppose it is getting there as regards, I suppose, the gospel of the GAA-Allstars is starting to spread. But like, I suppose it takes finance and fundraising, and it takes awareness and a lot of other things. And I suppose, achieving goals are kind of setting goals for each year and how to, I suppose, go forward each year. That's another kind of key thing that you probably do every year as well.
I know what you're saying, and I understand. What we find though is that the model we find it very good because it's a safe area, it's a safe environment. There is an awful lot. Yeah, there is an awful lot of competition within the GAA at the moment, and it's all striving towards competition and about winning games and about is it professional, is it not professional. To me, the GAA is all about the community and volunteerism,
exactly,
inclusion, and that's what we strive to do. And I think the model we do, it might be ideal, but we find it has offered and given more to the club that's immeasurable, and it has developed people within the club, promoted their ability to communicate and support and work with children with additional needs. It's been invaluable. It may not be a county final or a Connacht title or an All Ireland, but to me it's more important, and that's where I come from.
That's it. And I mean, with the likes of Crockwell, like I was just saying, and other clubs, you could go visit them, they could visit you, and you could talk with parents from Crockwell, and they could talk to you. And I suppose, and I don't know, maybe, something else could come from it, and you could talk about ideas, and you could talk to them about their experiences, and
100%. That's how you evolve, isn't it? By sharing.
So I can give you them details. Actually, I can send them on to you, and if you ever want to contact them and maybe
I will
visit them
indeed.
or them visit you, it just might be helpful. And I do enjoy we do enjoy on Ross FM kind of covering these kind of things as well. And I suppose, we've seen obviously with wheelchair sports and mixed ability sports and inclusion sports and all that, in all different sports like hurling and rugby and basketball and wheelchair and all that, how far it's come from, we say, maybe the 80s or 90s to where it is now, where I suppose everyone of
100%.
all abilities can take part in sport. And as you say, it's well, I suppose in certain sections it is about competition, but in others it's more about the social side of it and learning and developing, isn't it?
100%, and support for the individual and his siblings and his parents.
Yeah.
And that they have somewhere where they can go as a family and partake in a sport or in an activity together. It's amazing.
That's it. So I suppose from this season, I suppose obviously you were saying it was done for 6 weeks in May. How did you find it this year? And it's great that you're getting you're getting help from transition years students and other volunteers as well, which is great. And it's great to see the enthusiasm.
Yeah, and we'll after Christmas now, and the new year, we'll be sitting down again, the committee, because Ollie Morden, who's been valuable, as I said before, he has his busy workload as well, so he's stepping back a small bit. So we'll have a meeting and we'll drive forward and sort of refresh and get going again for next year. And we'll keep going, and it's always been brilliant, and it's a highlight. And we find the 6 week program works very well. Because it's coming into summer then after that, and people are going on holidays and all that. So we have them while they're in school, and it's coming towards the end of the academic year, and we find that works well. So onwards and upwards, Aidan.
That's it. Well, listen, thanks very much, Thomas, for giving us an update on how things are going in the Roscommon Gaels GAA-Allstars section of the club. And I think I suppose the support from the club is invaluable as well, and it's great to see the enthusiasm for everyone that's involved, and of course the kids. And I suppose the rewarding thing about it is everyone in the club seeing how the kids develop as well, and that's really rewarding as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. And again, I'd like to invite you to come next year out one of the nights we're on, and
Definitely
maybe spend the hour with us. It'll be great, and talk
Yeah.
to the kids and the helpers. And again, I'd like to thank Roscommon Gaels club, and especially at this time I'd like to wish Gareth Carroll and Declan Hosey and Alan McGuinness, who have stepped down as officers within the club. They've always been very accommodating wishes within the club to facilitate this, and have been great support to me and Cian and all the athletes. And we'd like to also thank Shane Hoare, who always helps us with the hall, and Mick Flahav, who is is always been there for us as well. So it's all these people behind the scenes, Aidan, that make the club so successful, and I'd like to thank them all.
That's it, and we'd like to here at Ross FM and myself, we'd like to wish yourself and Cian and indeed everyone involved in the club, and of course the GAA-Allstars section of Roscommon Gaels, and look forward to talking to you again next year, and maybe going along one of the nights, like you said, when it's back up and running next May. So look forward to talking to you then.
I'll just let you finish on Cian. Cian wants to finish out the interview. You the last word, Cian. What do you want to say?
Hello there.
Say hello to everyone.
Well, guys, my father going the on Kenny and Lorraine Kenny. She's dead with Cassidy and Kate Column, and she's dead with Column's first wife.
Yes. So we'll say up the All-Stars.
Up All-Stars.
And up the Gaels.
Up the Gaels.
I bet Santa will be coming to the Mulry household.
He will indeed. He will indeed, Aidan. Thanks a million.
Okay, look forward to talking to you next year. No
See you, Aidan.
problem.
Bye.
Bye. And that was myself and Thomas Mulry. And of course, Cian, we have give a shout out there to Cian. and thanks very much to Thomas and Cian for their time to give us an update on Roscommon Gaels GAA All-Stars. Next up, we have another interview.